Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Migrantes and Deportados Talk Spanglish. Today we have Richie with us. Richie, you want to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Ricardo, but like people call me Richie. I've been here for like damn ever since like December 2011. So been here for a while.
December 2011.
Yeah,
Okay, so
oh,
Richie, uh, tell me, how was it that you get to United States, Richie?
the process. I'm not so sure myself because I went when I was like 2 years old. I don't know like the specifics, but I do know that my family like I think they made me pass as como el hijo de una gringa, so I
Okay,
could like get into the country, right?
okay.
And
You go with your mom and your dad.
yeah, I go with my well, my dad was already like coming back and forth. He would like go work construction over there ever since he was like I think 15 or 13. But my yeah, like o sea, they brought us like my whole family to the States. So that's how I was like brought in. I don't know how specific it was, but yeah, that was how we got in.
So you were 2 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start kindergarten at the age of 5. You start school when you get over there.
Yeah, I actually started school like at 3, I think. Yeah, like a few months after we arrived.
Okay, and where do you arrive?
I arrived in Huntington Beach, California.
Huntington Beach, California. Did you have any other relatives there?
Yeah, we have a few like aunts and uncles over there. So we were staying with like one of our aunts. So when we didn't have a place for our own, we stayed with them.
Okay, and how was it growing up in a Huntington? I mean, Long Beach. You said right? Long Beach,
Huntington Beach. Yeah.
Huntington Beach. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yo le puse Long Beach ahí. Huntington Beach. Okay, is this near Huntington Park?
Damn, I honestly don't remember. I think yeah, I'm not really good with directions. Not even hasta aquí en Mexico me pierdo mucho.
All
I'm not
right.
good, like with like street names and all that, but yeah, it was near the coast area. It was like what, like 10 minutes from the beach, I'd say.
Okay,
And
and how was it learning English? Because you get there and you were speaking Spanish, right?
yeah, yeah. Even though I was like 2 years old, I would already speak Spanish, right? Like desde chiquito, pues siempre mis hermanos y yo, we would, ¿cómo se llama? Like we would already learn how to speak Spanish like at a very young age, you know.
All
So
right.
I already spoke Spanish, and it was weird because I didn't like understand anyone else there. Like I would try to play with kids in the kindergarten y en el playground y así, y pues, they wouldn't understand me. So it was like that barrier was really like difficult. So I think I learned English because of my preschool teacher that was I think Colombian or Cuban, one of those two. So she like facilitated that process, you know.
Okay, and another thing, well, television cartoons, no? Did you grow up watching English cartoons, right?
Oh
Or
yeah, yeah,
cartoons in
full
English?
English. Yeah, the only show that I didn't watch that was in Spanish, like that I only watched in Spanish was Mucha Lucha. But every
Mm,
other show I would watch it in English, like SpongeBob, Curious George, and all that.
everything was in English.
Yeah, so I had to adapt.
And how was school? How was growing up in United States? How was that for you?
It was definitely like difficult, you know. I'd say um, Huntington Beach is known to be like a mostly white area, so I would like we were one of the few like Latino kids of the whole like place, right? So there was, although like my school was really diverse, I would say that it was like you could see, you could like see the, I guess like the dynamics, you know, between like the white people and everyone else. So
Did you feel like there was a lot of racisms when you
yeah,
got there?
yeah, crazy. It was. I actually have like memories of like people calling me slurs, even though I was like a little kid. So like grown ass people calling me slurs. So
But
it's things like that.
okay, but you knew that you were born in Mexico, right?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like my parents really like, um, they really like said that to me. Like, ¿cómo se dice eso? Like, como que me lo enseñaron desde chiquito that I was Mexican, right?
That you
Like,
were
do not
Mexican.
forget where I come from. Yeah.
Okay. And where are you originally from? ¿Dónde naciste tú?
Yo nací aquí en Atizapán de Zaragoza, right here in el Estado de México. Yeah.
And do you know why your parents decide to migrate?
Yeah, it was because of like money opportunity. Well, like money wise, you know, my mom was basically living like a single mother, although she did have like contact with my dad in the States. But she was basically like doing a lot of work over here, and it was like too much, you know. She had three kids. I was the third one, so like money wise, it was really difficult. So we had to como que se armó el plan como de irnos a Estados Unidos, ¿no? So we could live like a better life.
Or like somebody, like everybody says, yeah, looking for the American dream, no?
Yeah, man.
Looking for the American dream. And do you think that that changed your life? Would have been different si no te hubieras ido a Estados Unidos, hubieras crecido aquí? ¿Sientes que hubiera sido diferente? Would have been different?
Sí, no, sí, muy, muy, muy cabrón. Siento que I feel like culturally, tan solo like culturally, there's a lot of differences between like the two countries, right? So I feel like if I would have grown up here, I could have been like way different. Especially like the place where I live in right now, is Nicolas Romero. It's known for like violence and all that, you know. So I would have definitely turned out differently.
So you think that in the neighborhood where you grew up, there wasn't that much violence? How was your environment in your neighborhood?
And here in Mexico or in the States?
No, over there in the States.
Oh, in the States, it was definitely like more one of the most calm areas, I'd say. It was definitely like how could you say that? I mean, I feel like it was calm in the sense that there wasn't like that much like delincuencia over there.
So it
But
was a nice neighborhood, you would
it was
say.
like a nice neighborhood, but the consequences of that like nice neighborhood is the fact that like we would get police really often. You know, like once my neighbors called the cops on my family because they thought we were breaking in our house.
In your
So
own house.
yeah, in our own house. So like, and even a helicopter came, and we were like, "What the fuck?" Like stuff like that. There was like,
What's one?
yeah, it's like really something really like surreal, but like, it's like the consequence of paying and being like a nice neighborhood. You know, you would get police really often.
And what do you think was the good thing about you growing up in the United States?
The good thing, I feel like the whole like Chicano culture thing is something that I remember like ever since I was like a little kid, and it's like that community that people would make in certain areas. Like for example, like me and my family would go to East LA like really often, right? So there was like a lot of like family friends y todo eso que pues se creaba esa cultura, ¿no? Like we would like eat the traditional like Mexican food, de que las semitas, de que pozole, de que like all that, and like
All
just like
Mexican, no?
yeah, like Mexican y pues también el cotorreo, ¿no? It was like something that we would build off of that. And I feel like that and music wise, culture wise, it's like super super nice.
So have you ever thought about going back?
Oh yeah, yeah. The thought like crossed my mind like really often, no? Pero I always say I wouldn't go like over there to live because I know that like it's a life of struggle over there. Like honestly, like así el tiempo que estuvimos y estuvo muy pesado, ¿no? But I would like to visit someday like vacations, you know, like just like that.
How long were you over there?
We were there for 6 years.
For 6 years.
Hmm.
And your dad decides to come back. What happened? Why did you guys come back?
Oh, we came back because of the crisis económica del 2009, I think it was, or 2010. I
Okay.
forgot what year. But my family was like struggling to get jobs and money, so we were like trying to survive over there. Like really, it was a really really like hard time for us. But after a while, like we couldn't find any jobs, so we said no, pues ya hay que regresarnos, ¿no?
Your dad decides to come back. Se decide tu papá regresar. And so you study what? Only elementary?
Yeah, I mean, I went in. it was preschool, kindergarten, and elementary school up to like third grade.
Third grade, okay.
Yeah.
And then, so you come back already with English. How was the process coming back? Where do you arrive here in Mexico? ¿A
I
dónde
feel like
llegas?
pues igual llegamos acá a Nicolás Romero, no? But this time with family members because we didn't have like our own house, right? And
Okay.
it was really like it was really crazy. Like it took a long time for me to adapt to the to Mexico because like over here it was really different to what I was used to over there in the States, right? So like obviously this whole like tenía el acento de pocho and that would also like get me in trouble in school, for example. Like I was like really targeted when I was a kid when I arrived here because I couldn't speak Spanish well.
So that was hard. It was hard coming back because of the language you were speaking already English, right? You
Mm.
think you were bullied, you were tagged when you got back here in
Yeah,
Mexico?
yeah, even by teachers. It's like what's crazy to me, like to think that even teachers would like bully me or would enable bullying to happen to me, you know? Like they wouldn't step in, they wouldn't do shit about it. They would just like just leave me there. So that was like a really messed up.
So you come back and you do continue studying.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, justamente pues in third grade, no? Like at the end of third grade I got integrated back here to school.
and right now you tell me you already finished your career, acabas de terminar tu carrera.
Ah, no, ya estoy en el último semestre. Ya I'm a few months away from finishing my career. Yeah, it's
What are
like
you studying? ¿Qué estás estudiando?
psicología. Yeah, I'm studying like psychology, and I'm going like really towards that whole like social psychology. Like it's something that I'm getting like charmed to, right? And especially because we can like talk about things like this, like this whole community of like cultures and subcultures and all of that. It's something really crazy.
So you do feel that you are different.
Yeah, yeah. It's I feel like it does change you the way like you see the world if you grow up in like two different places. So there was definitely like a big impact on that, and that's something that I carry with me like every day, you know.
Crecer en dos mundos, ¿no?
Yeah, yeah. Ni de
But
aquí ni de aquí.
what I've seen right now is that well, the Chicano culture has played a role in your life. Ahorita está jugando un rol en tu vida, la cultura chicana aquí en México, right?
Hmm. Yeah, it's really hace un impacto muy grande, ¿no?
Okay, and how are you implementing the Chicano culture here in Mexico?
I feel like the biggest way I like implement it is my the way I look, right? Is something that I tend to carry like everywhere because it's kind of like a part of my story, the places where I like grew up with and the people I grew up with, and I want to like represent that physically, right? That's why I like I and I'm also like involved within like cholo culture over here in Mexico, so it's also like that connection.
Okay, and well, you go normally to Monumento a la Revolución to the reunions of the Chicano culture, right?
Yeah, yeah, the fin de mes.
Cada fin de mes. And now you tell me that there's a brand. You're a model for a brand. Is that correct?
Oh, I model for like different stuff, like especially like different projects at both like local, and I also do castings for like brands that are a little bit bigger. So I'm still like in between those.
But thanks to the Chicano culture, right?
Yeah, yeah, like this whole thing it opened like a lot of doors, you know. It's something that I feel like when I finally like embraced it and used it like in my everyday life, it definitely like changed my whole view of the world.
And what are your plans right now here in Mexico after you finish your career?
Well, my plans are to work in like different like instituciones de como justamente like de psicología social, right? So like I have a friend that works in like prisons, anexos in con personas víctimas de violencia and all that. So that's something that I really admire, and I would love to do something like similar. But that's only like in the como que aspect of psychology, you know. Like I have other plans aside from that.
Okay, and does English take a big part of your life here in Mexico?
Yeah, yeah. It's I feel like most like recently, I've met a lot of people that like have been deportados or have been like Chicanos or people that are just like visiting here to Mexico. It definitely kind of makes me feel like back home for a while, you know?
And now with a lot of people coming back, no, there's a lot of people coming back. What do you think right now about what's going on in the United States with this president, Donald Trump?
I think it's really like chaotic, honestly. This dude has been known to be like a huge racist, a huge like misogynist, homophobic, everything, like every bad thing in the world. That man is like the highest like representative of it, right?
And
And
he's president, no?
yeah, and he's a president, and he got like all the power to do whatever the hell he wants. So
Exactly. How could this be? I don't understand. How could this be? Many people know that. Well, he even has a warrant or two warrants, something like that, and he's still there. And with all this war going on, well, do you know that United States? Well, they what they do, their main business is weapons. No.
yeah, and it's even here in Mexico, like every single like weapon that they confiscate is from the states.
Exactly. So they're trying to say, oh, well, he's trying to say that the cartels and all of this, he wants to come into United States because of the cartels. But hey, he's the one that gives the weapons to the cartels. They're the ones, the United States is the one that distributes the weapons to Mexico.
Yeah, it's a huge like mafia, right? And it goes beyond like conspiracy theories and all that because there's actually proof of the U.S. government having like a connection towards the Mexican cartel and all that, right? Like it's something that I mean it really speaks for itself, you know?
Exactly. What do you think? English is going to be a great part in your work, in your daily activities in the future.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I would definitely love to like use my skill for like other type of like opportunities here in Mexico, not just like how do you say that like job opportunities, but I would also like love to do like more cultural stuff, you know, like that whole
Yeah.
like cultural exchange and reunions and all that. I would definitely love to be like more part of it.
And well, with English, you're capable of everything you do. Well, you could do it internationally because, well, English is one of the languages that everywhere in the world. No, it's how many people communicate. It's one of the languages, the most important languages in the world. No, English.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
Okay.
something that's really impactful.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Damn, that's a hard question. I'd say because I'm not really someone to like get like a direct like plan de vida, you know. I've never been someone to like every time they left that assignment acá like in Mexico de cómo te ves en 5 años and all that. Ever since desde la primaria, it would always be an exercise that I would like skip.
You
So I
were
would
like,
like not know what
well,
to do.
you have
Uh,
to think about it because well, you have to have plans or visions in order to get
oh
to there.
yeah,
You have to
yeah,
have that.
definitely. I do have like a bunch of like plans, but what I'm saying is I don't really like I don't have like a strict plan. You know, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I know that there's gonna like be openings towards more stuff that I would never expect. You know, like I feel like a few years ago I would not imagine that I would have done the things that I've been doing like right now. Um, like right now, you know, I was just imagining myself in school. Yeah, I wasn't imagining that I was gonna do like meet all these people, like work for all these different projects, like create this community, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like me dejo like sorprender por la vida, you know.
Okay, so how long have you been here back in Mexico right now?
I'd say it's like what like 15, 16 years, I think. Yeah, según
15 or
según yo.
16. Oh, that's
Wait,
some time. Bueno, ya tienes un rato aquí en México.
yeah.
Yeah. So you consider yourself from over there, or from over here,
I think it's
or
both, you
from?
know. Yeah, I always say it's like both. No, without like my without like either side, I would not be myself, you know. So it's like embracing both sides.
What is it that you miss more about United States? ¿Qué es lo que más extrañas de estar allá en Estados Unidos?
Damn, ¿qué podría ser? I feel like yo siento que como que el arte and like the places that I was in, right? Like I have like a lot of memories from like different places around like the states, like Santa Monica Pier, over there in like Boyle Heights. I remember Disneyland. I got to the opportunity to go to Disneyland, so that shit was like beautiful. I remember the beach, even though like it was really cold. I would love to get in the water, you know. So there's like a lot of like small like places of around the states that I'm really fond of, you know. And that was just California.
Okay, but you've been back for sometimes. ¿Qué le dirías a alguien que está pasando por el proceso de que acaba de regresar y pues, se siente pues perdido? Some people, well, not even with relatives here. Conozco gente que ni familiares ni nada están aquí en México solos, toda su familia en Estados Unidos, o la familia que tienen, pues son como extraños.
See, so I would say que like there's a space for us and like wherever we find it. Like we are people that I feel like everyone has a space in the world, you know? So it might be like really difficult to adapt to something new, especially when the change is like really drastic. Pero al final del día siento que pues es algo que pues te va abriendo como que otro tipo de vida, ¿no? Otro tipo de experiencias y neta que pues Mexico is a place that is like really beautiful, you know? Like I'm not saying like superficial stuff like the streets and all that. I'm saying like the people here. I feel like here the
Yeah.
people are really welcoming and they definitely like help this whole process, you know, like try to build a community y así poco a poco irte integrando como con las personas. That's I feel like my biggest advice, but also not forgetting where you come from, you know, like always having that part with yourself.
Okay, and well, you said something about wanting to help. Do you know the community of New Comienzos?
Oh, you only like yo creo que cuando platicamos you explained to me a little bit, but I didn't investigate further. Sorry.
Okay, well, New Comienzos, it's precisely, that's what it is. Es una comunidad de mexicanos que vienen de regreso, que están de regreso aquí. And well, they're trying to help people that are coming back, guide them, no, guide them, help them out with their papers, help them out with work, and some people struggle con soledad and how would you say it, depresión, bro. So that's why this community is there to help them out and tell them that it's not the end. It's not the end. It's the opportunity of precisamente eso, de una oportunidad de un nuevo comienzo here in Mexico. Te invito a que veas la página, que investigues qué es New Comienzos. Me gustaría que que fueras parte de esta comunidad porque, wow, it's people just like you and I that we grew up over there. We are a little bit different because, well, we're in two worlds, ¿no? Estamos dentro de dos mundos y, pues, puede ser partícipe de algunos eventos que tengamos y más que nada, pues, apoyando a todas esas personas que vienen de regreso, ¿no?
Yeah, see, thank you for the invitation. I'll definitely check it out.
Ok, te voy a mandar un link para registrarte. Ahí te registras. There's a little space right there, like who told you about New Comienzos. You could just put George Trejo
Mhm.
and finish the application. You will be added to a chat. And anything that goes on here in Mexico, cuando nos reunamos or anything, well, you'll have a message there to know what's going on.
All right, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll
Okay.
definitely check it out.
And now that you're here, what are your plans? What are your plans with the Chicano culture?
My plans. I feel like the first one that I have like on the top of my mind right now is my thesis or like tesina that I want to do it about Chicano culture. You know, it's the one that I'm gonna use to como ya certificarme como licenciado,
Okay,
and I
very
want to
good.
do it about Chicano culture. So that's like the first like project I have in mind. I'm definitely gonna like investigate a lot, and I feel like I will also leave it like public, you know, so people can like access it.
Okay, if somebody asks you what is the Chicano culture, what would you answer? ¿Qué es la cultura chicana, bro?
Like para mí la cultura chicana is resistance, you know. It's finding your place in the world
Exactly.
by knowing where you come from, you know, like always like having that present and creating your whole like community and reality around that, and something that like siempre con orgullo, you know.
Orgullo de ser mexicano, even though, well, that, what I believe is Chicano culture is that, ¿no? Mexicanos que están en otro país, pero reconocen que son mexicanos, siguen con la cultura mexicana. Creo que se siente más mexicano alguien que está en United States than people that are here in Mexico, ¿no? Porque representas tu bandera, representas a México en otro país, ¿no?
See, yeah, you also basically, well, like for example, what happened for me is that I knew that I was Mexican before like anything else, you know, like the world, vivir como que en un lugar ajeno, te como que te recalca mucho que tú eres otro lugar, you know. So it's instead of like seeing it with shame, you see it with pride. Sadly,
Exactly.
a lot of people do like fall with like seeing it with shame, but I feel like it's important to like always find a way to be proud of where you are, you know.
Exactly. And sorry. Going back to the family, do you still have family in United States?
Yeah, I got a lot of like uncles, aunts, and cousins, you know. And there's also people that I'm like saying that they were like family friends, but we consider them to be like family still.
You still haven't you have contact with them.
I don't like have that much contact, but like definitely my parents, they have a little bit more, you know. I'm a little bit like distance from like certain social medias, but I still like see like de vez en cuando like oh they my cousin got pregnant and like oh she had a baby shower and stuff like that, you know, like oh my other cousin's getting married, and that's something that I love to see, you know.
Going back, no. I saw the pictures in Bellas Artes. Tell me a little bit. How was that experience in Bellas Artes? You were there, right?
Oh yeah, that was I wasn't in the like inauguración. I had like I didn't know it was gonna be like el martes, no, but I did go el miércoles, and it was really nice, man. I feel like every single section like reminded me of something different, you know. So because like the whole museum is divided by like sections,
Okay.
and there was one that was called East Side Stories, and it was mostly like of like Chicano and Cholo culture and like low riding and all that. And I felt like really nostalgic. There's some pictures that I saw that I was like they made me tear up a bit, you know. It was
They
really
took you back, ¿no? Te llevaron
yeah.
de regreso a ese barrio donde creciste. Pues es difícil, believe me, it's hard coming back. Te acostumbras a una vida, a una cultura y pum, que regreses y todo cambia, ¿no? Hoy en día, well, there's a lot of, the Chicano culture is growing here in Mexico, so hoy en día, pues ya no se va a extrañar mucho. Back in the 90s, when I got back, pues no había todo esto de ese movimiento chicano y pues hoy en día ya lo hay, entonces ya no se siente tan, how can I tell you, out of hand, ¿no? Ya no te sientes fuera porque ya hay una comunidad muy grande y incluso there's people that have never gone to United States, nunca han estado en Estados Unidos, pero les gusta la cultura chicana y veo que wow, la representan con mucho orgullo, bro. Conoces mucho a esa gente, ¿no? Conoces a esa gente que no, no ha estado en Estados Unidos, pero aquí pues lleva la cultura chicana en alto, right?
Sí, igual like personas que yo creo entienden el mensaje mucho como de orgullo and like identity and resistance. that they see that, no, they admire it, and they like at the end of the day they become a part of it. Porque pues at the end of the day, like, we're still Mexican, you know. It's still like this there's still this connection that we still have. Like, doesn't matter if you're like a Mexican growing up in the States or like in Mexico. There's a lot of things that are like really in common, you know. So that's a cool thing to see, that people like get inspired by it, and like they either like become a part of it, or they like como que también lo integran a little bit in their own style, right? In their own like way of living and their own art, and that's something that's really sick.
Very good. What are the brands that you are representing right now?
The brands,
Uh-huh.
like the clothes, or como?
Yeah, yeah, the clothes. Yes, yeah, the clothes that you're representing right now.
Oh, I feel like the ones that I was like gonna, I'm not so sure about like the projects, because I feel like they haven't come here back to Mexico. But I've definitely been with the ones that are like from Pro Club, and there's another one that I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's like I'm barely
But
like stuck.
they are from here, from Mexico, or from United States, the
No,
brands.
they're from the States. Oh, and I also have some friends that they make clothes que se llama Maleducados. They're from
Okay.
Iztapalapa, and they're also like they make a lot of like really sick shit. So I love also like, I kind of found like a community with them too. You know, they're really like chill to hang out with.
All right. So normally, how's a weekend? How is a weekend for you? ¿Cómo es un fin de semana here in Mexico for you?
I feel like it's different cada fin. Like, there's some weekends where I just stay at home like to rest after the whole like week of going to school and like going to do my servicio social and all that. But there's also days where I go out with my friends. You know, like, I go out, for example, with like cultural events. You know, or like artistic events. I have a lot of
Exactly.
that are artists. Las reuniones de revolución. There's like a lot of stuff that I have like yeah, like every weekend is different, you know.
How long have you been going to Revolucion?
I've been going for a while, but there's a few months where I have like skipped it because of se me cruza como con horarios. Like, I have to do some other stuff or like some other projects, and I can't go at the end of the day. But yeah, I have been going for a few months now.
Let's talk about music. What's your favorite music, bro?
Oh, it's gonna have to be rap chicano. That's like my number one music. I also like alternative music. I like R&B. I like
Oldies.
oldies también, oldies.
Oldies is something that it's a must in the Chicano culture. It's a must. Like there's many people that, well, like I grew up listening to oldies. My neighbors were. You even go to Tijuana and there's a lot of Chicano culture there, and there is even a radio station that play oldies from San Diego. You get the radio stations, and
Yeah,
well, I think that it's part of the Chicano culture. It has to do a lot with oldies, oldies.
yeah, it's something that I feel like it's really impactful, right? Like, tanto like artistas que hacen oldies that are like Chicanos, like also like African American artists that make oldies. And I feel like something beautiful about it is that it's really like romantic, but although like although it's like different, I'd say like different people, we still like share that common ground, you know, being like really like loving, really like romantic, you know, like that whole like vibe that oldies have. I feel like that's something that unites like both cultures, and that's something that's really cool to see.
Do you have a lot of friends that are, well, that are coming back? Que sean, people that are coming back from United States too.
Right now I only have like friends that are like they come here to visit, but yeah, they live in the States, and it's cool to like see them. They don't come here often, but it's like really cool when they do, you know. It's something that I don't know, it feels like really cool. And like the same thing that I said hace rato, like el hablar inglés, like si te abre más puertas, so you know more people that are also like Chicanos. So it's like, oh shit, like ya para la otra que regresa hay que hacer esto y esto. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really sick, you know.
Exactly. You want to go ahead and share your social media, please, so the people could follow you.
Oh yeah, it's well, my the one I'm most active in is Instagram, and it's a three L Richie Cardoso. So it's tres L Richie Cardoso.
Okay, so would you like to be part of this community of New Comienzos?
Yeah, I like to like be a part of this whole I said the other day, right? I didn't know this existed, and I'm glad to see it happen.
Well, yeah, it's a big community, and every time it's growing more and more and more. Actually, right now, there was a big event in Las Vegas. We're giving out welcome boxes, we call them, just with guides and, well, letting them know, letting the people that are coming back deported, that, well, it's not the end. There's opportunities, and it's not the American dream anymore. It's the Mexican dream now, no, because everything is possible here. Like you, well, you're studying, you have a life here in Mexico. You have a lot to live for here in Mexico, no?
Yeah, and same like with people. I'm someone that I really love meeting new people. So I've created like a whole community here with like so much different like types of people that it's just been really really sick. That's what I'm saying. Like no es una condena el regresarse o el que te deporten o algo, sino que it's like an opportunity to live more, right? Like explore a side that maybe you didn't see, right?
And thanks to English, well, you're capable of knowing international people and know other cultures, no?
Yeah, yeah, it's something really really crazy, but yeah, it's sí te abre muchas puertas en ese aspecto también, right? You understand the differences and similarities with cultures all over the world, and that's something that is really cool to see.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Richard, for being here in Deportados Talk Spanglish. We invite anybody that wants to come and share their stories about how was it growing up in the United States and coming back. You want to say something else, please, to the audience?
Well, I'm really thankful for like being invited to this podcast. Y pues yeah, like lo mismo que decía hace rato, ¿no? Like always be true to who you are and be proud of that. Like no matter what. I feel like that's what makes you like you. That's what I would tell the audience.
And we are Mexicans, and we love Mexico. Even though we grew up in the United States, well, we are Mexicans, and we have to feel like Mexicans, no? And nowadays, well, all the things that are happening, I think that Mexico, well, the Mexicans are gaining a lot of popularity in the United States. I see a lot of people. They even have Taco Tuesday, bro.
Yeah,
Imagine the
like
gringos having Taco Tuesday.
yeah, it's what like people. That's a phrase that like the black community uses like really often, and it's like they love our culture, our food, our stuff, but they don't love us, right? So it's
Yeah,
like I feel like something similar could be applied over here, but I feel like once you for example, supporting like businesses or see the gente que sí is like mexicana that is like doing all that stuff, it's really cool to see, like yeah, because at the end of the day, pues, like people depend on like their food being eaten and bought and all that. So that's something that like it's important to know how much impact we have on society.
over there in United States, I think that, well, I think United States is it's for the Mexicans now, because there's a Mexican in every state in United States, and well, many people are racist, but there's a lot of people also that know that migrants or Mexicans hard workers, and they go to work, and they mind their own business, no, and they go to they're just looking for a better opportunity, a better life for their family. I think that that's very, very important.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like Mexicans, they do well, like we do that hard like work, right? That other people don't want to do. Like for
Ex-
example, agriculture,
Exactly.
construction, all those stuff that I feel like are really risky or like really like dangerous or really like physically demanding. just Mexicans do it, and sometimes it's not seen with that whole that respect that it should be seen, right? And I feel like that also happens over here in Mexico. Like the people that are hardworking aren't seen with as much respect as they should, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, they are the ones that feed us, right? They are the ones that build our houses. They're the ones that they're like a huge part of our like society, and they should be treated with that level of respect, I feel.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Richard, for being in this podcast. Thanks for sharing your story. And well, we'll be in touch, and I will send you the links for New Comienzos so you could be part of New Comienzos and know what this is about.
Thank you so much for having me, and that I had a blast. That was really fun.
Okay. Thank you very much, bro. And we'll be in contact. See you next time, bro.
All right, man. Nos vemos.
Peace. Thanks.
Do I like exit it or?